We are about to go through the most explosive growth the crypto industry has ever seen. Today, we're going to talk about Microstrategy's meteoric rise to fame through this incredible play that Michael Saylor decided to make. And the point I want to drive home to you guys is just how important it is to be paying attention. I talk about this time and time and time again, and I'm going to drill it into your head until you just until in the comments you let me know below that Kyle we get it already. But guys, MicroStrategy is all over the news right now because he is up $900 million in his Bitcoin play so far. And the most important thing for you to understand is how this is going to affect you and the crypto market at large. In the past, since Michael Saylor has been playing Bitcoin since August 2020, he has been up 7 years of revenue from this play alone. Now, you better believe that other corporations are paying attention. And in this video, we're going to break down all the strategy that he used, the playbook, and what this means for you. All right, guys, let's dive into this. If you like the video, I'd appreciate it. Share it with your friends. It would mean a lot to me. If you're new to the channel, what's up? My name is Kyle Chasse. I've been in crypto for 12 years, bringing you guys everything that you need to know to take full advantage of the upcoming life-changing super cycle that we're about to go into. And this video is going to show you again just why I'm so bullish. And it's not just the Bitcoin spot ETF. That is obviously a huge reason. The halvening is a huge reason. But what I'm about to show you guys is going to blow your mind. Let's get into it. Okay, first let's start with this tweet from Michael Saylor. You can never have too much Bitcoin. My discussions of MicroStrategy and MicroStrategy AI, Bitcoin spot ETF or ETP, the halving, FASB accounting, which I'll get into, and these kind of things. So let's listen to this real quick. This is on CNBC, which most Wall Street and financial institutions are watching. Believe me, guys, they are all paying attention.
Yes, is the founder and executive chairman, Michael Saylor, along with our own Morgan Brennan. Michael, it's always good to have you. So you don't think you have enough exposure? You have, what, 158,000 Bitcoin holdings in MicroStrategy? You want more?
You can never have too much Bitcoin. We're big Bitcoin bulls. Our thesis is that Bitcoin is digital property, but without the risks and liabilities of commercial real estate. It's a digital commodity without the risks and the liabilities of gold. It's a digital tech investment without the risks and the liabilities of big tech. And so we're bullish.
All right, guys, so everybody's watching this, right? Everybody, every company in the world. Why? I'm going to get into that in just a second. But you can see that, first, before we go into that, let's just check out the market. It was very bullish. You guys have all seen this. We topped out last night, my time last night, almost hit 36,000. Just if you guys are watching this, I just opened a trade right here. I think that I saw this big pump, which obviously means there's demand in the market. We have a nice little pullback throughout today. And I entered this trade, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, something like that. And you can see it just up just a little tiny bit here. But I believe that we are going to see a strong resistance here. And so, guys, if you want to sign up for Bybit, use the link in the description below. You'll get a nice, fat, juicy bonus. And also, you can come into my alpha channel where we talk about all kinds of things, how to long, how to short, private sale opportunities, all kinds of opportunities. So, and where I think we are right now, guys, is why we're seeing this sell-off. And I'll show you to make my point here in just a second is the psychology of a market cycle. So this is really important to understand here. So where are we, right? We saw this huge run up, right, in 2021, and then we saw this big bull market, and then everyone just thought like we were completely dead. And then here is where I think that we are right here. Here is this FTX collapse here somewhere, right? And then we just saw the kind of sideways movement for a while. And then we saw what happened here in the past, month or two. We saw this rally. And then now what we have right here, I believe we're in this kind of disbelief phase. And this is why people are selling off even when we get pumps and even when we know better, right? We know that we're just on the cusp of this ETF approval. We're just on the cusp of massive adoption. But people have PTSD from the last bear market and they're selling off their disbelief. And I've seen this literally, this is a sucker's rally. Literally saw this on the crypto Twitter timeline today. And so this continues over into this part over here, and we're going to continue like this. And then all of a sudden, boom, this is coming, guys. We're right here. So you make sure that you guys are following me and subscribing on my Twitter and here on YouTube during this bull market, because we're going to make sure that we try to limit any type of mistakes or losses of money, taking profits on the way up, which narratives to play, all the kind of exciting things, and the things that I'm building that I'm very excited to tell you guys about as well. Right on the verge of making some really big announcements with that, and so you can see here that MicroStrategy in their October earnings report said that they have right now 158,400 Bitcoin. So what does that mean? So guys, just so you understand this, there will ever only be 21 million Bitcoin ever created. We know that there has been anywhere between 3 to 6 million Bitcoin lost forever, right? So there's also about 19 million that have been minted and created so far. So subtract, let's say 4 million that have been lost forever. That's 15 million Bitcoin in circulation. MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor now hold 1%. 1% of circulating Bitcoin, right? And MicroStrategy will be known as, and Michael Saylor as one of the greatest investors of all time, just going massive. But this is where it gets really, really interesting, guys. And believe me, other corporations are paying attention right now. You can see here that the different performance through this year, since August 10th, 2020, MicroStrategy is up 242%. Bitcoin up 192%. S&P 500 up 25%. NASDAQ 17%. Gold down 1%. Silver down 18%. Bonds down 24%. Google up 68%. Microsoft up 62%. Apple up 51%. Meta up 15%. Enterprise Software, Oracle up 88%. IBM 19%. You get the picture here, guys. You get the picture that people are going to be paying attention to here and saying, and why is this so? Why is this so? Because the Bitcoin spot ETF wasn't available. So institutions and people who could buy stocks, go buy shares of MicroStrategy, they wanted, this is to show you that there's appetite. People wanted exposure. And so what's the best way to do it? Well, you look at a company where their balance sheet predominantly exists of pure Bitcoin. And so this is the easiest way for people to get exposure to Bitcoin without being able to buy it on the open market. This is what enterprises and institutions have been doing. And BlackRock and Fidelity and Vanguard all own MicroStrategy stock. This has been the best performing stock, I think, probably out of all these guys. Obviously, anyone here on this chart, but out of the entire market. So what am I saying? I'm saying that other publicly traded companies are paying attention, and they're going to think, well, we just had almost $1 trillion in stimulus. We know that Japan, just as today, injected a $110 billion stimulus. This is debasing the value of fiat. So why would you hold your balance sheet in crappy fiat that is inflating and the purchasing power is being stripped away from you? Why not buy Bitcoin and put it on your balance sheet? Everyone understands it by now. They understand market psychology, market cycles. The halving is just around the corner. That's in 4 or 5 months from now. And the ETF is just less than 70 days away, most likely. In my opinion, I think it's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. So it would make sense that other companies start to follow the strategy here for MicroStrategy has been doing. Another thing that was really important, and I'm not going to get into it, I don't really fully understand it, but it was obviously a big deal to MicroStrategies. This is what he talked about here in this tweet, the FASB accounting thing. So that basically allowed, so there's something, and I still don't quite understand it. So basically, if you were MicroStrategy and you held Bitcoin on your balance sheet, and let's say the price of Bitcoin was $20,000 when you bought it, and it went down to $10,000, even if it went back up, you would still have to write off that loss of 50%, which looks horrible on a company's balance sheet, which would prevent a lot of companies from wanting to have the same strategy. So recently, there's been an upgrade from the IRS allowing you to account differently for your Bitcoin holdings. So where if it goes back down from 20,000 to 10,000 again, but then to goes to 20,000 again, you don't have to write off that loss. You can mark it at fair market value, which is very, very important for any company who's publicly traded and wants people to fairly value their stock. So here's some staggering statistics for you. 6,067 Bitcoin acquired since the end of Q2 for $167 million at a average price of $27,531. They now have 158,400 Bitcoin costing $4.69 billion or 29.568 per Bitcoin as of 2 days ago. Their revenue was $129 million. And guys, they have made, so I did the math here for you. And the profit of where they're at right now from the Bitcoin price as of this morning meant that they were up $900 million. That is over 7x of their annual revenue in profit, not even revenue, profit. So that means that's probably about 10 years worth of business that MicroStrategy has done in the past 3 years. Did I say MicroStrategy? MicroStrategies, whatever. You guys get it, right? So he came out with this report here, and I thought this was really, really interesting to look at. So MicroStrategy is proposing here that you buying their stock is the best thing to do if you want exposure to a good asset. So they're saying that you could buy Bitcoin directly, but it's not possible right now. So ease of access, not possible. No, there's no fees, blah, 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 blah. The futures ETF, ease of access, yes, but it doesn't do all this other stuff like organic Bitcoin accretion, intelligent leverage, downside protection, healthy derivatives. And guys, intelligent leverage is what I've been talking about too. This is what I do, right? If you've seen my video on Aave, I'll try to link it in the description below. I am using intelligent leverage on Aave. I'm doing the same thing that MicroStrategy has been doing. By MicroStrategy does a lot of collateralization of its equity, uses that borrowing to go buy more Bitcoin. This is the intelligent leverage here. So he does mention spot ETF here, but it's not available yet. And so, but he still says that with spot ETF, you're still gonna have to pay fees. There's no organic Bitcoin accretion. There's no intelligent leverage. There's no downside protection. There's no healthy derivatives. Or maybe it is, but it's coming yet. I don't understand this. So anyway, this is really interesting. This is a playbook here, guys. This is a playbook for other institutions. And this is the point of the video, that other companies that are publicly traded are paying attention. Everyone's paying attention. And they're finally starting to understand. And so I believe that if the other mega conglomerates, not even mega ones, other people start adopting the strategy, it's going to look very, very good for them. But more importantly, these guys are buying the underlying asset of Bitcoin directly. If Michael Saylor just bought up 1% of the entire supply, imagine when Google, Facebook, Amazon, all these guys start buying up 1-2% of the supply as well. It's going to leave very little circulating. And what do you think it's going to do to the price of the asset? It's going to make it absolutely skyrocket. If he's the only person that does this on a publicly traded company, for sure, he will be one of the most valuable companies in the entire world, 100%. So people are paying attention, guys. And this is why I think that we are in for one of the wildest rides of our entire lives. And this is the chance, and probably the last chance. Next bull run won't be this mega super cycle. This is it, guys. I have high conviction. I hope that you're paying attention. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see another video on how I do intelligent leverage, on how you can do that. And that, as you can see, guys, nice little green candle here since we started making this video. Up almost 19% on my trade so far. Again, guys, link in the comment below if you guys want to join my VVIP group. Know how to do it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.